and some of the descendants of that.
You know, I'm sorry, but property owners have a little bit more of a vested stake in the community than not property owners do.
And that's Tea Party Nation founder Judson Phillips. He knows.
The owner? You know, I'm sorry, but property owners have a little bit more of a vested stake in the community than not property owners do.
And that's Tea Party Nation founder Judson Phillips. He knows the founding fathers were property owners, and some of the descendants of that property just couldn't vote. Now, there have to be standards, folks, like the new law in Texas that won't allow student IDs to be used for the purpose of voting, but will allow concealed handgun licenses. If anything, this will expand the voter rolls. In Texas, it's way easier to get a gun than a college degree. But I am most proud of the new anti-fraud legislation in my home state of South Carolina. Jim?
It's being called one of the nation's toughest voter ID laws out there. Under the new law, voters will be required to show a driver's license, military ID, or passport.
And I happen to know it is easy to get a South Carolina photo ID. I made them all the time in high school. And Gaston Reginald Mountebank still shows up every year around tax time. The knot on my tie is bigger than my head. And I am not the only one who doesn't see a problem here, folks. Neither does South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Jim?
Finally, those people that think that this is invading their rights. Fine, and I will go take them to the DMV myself and help them get that picture ID.
Okay, everybody just pile into Nikki Haley's car. Okay, but you're going to want to call shotgun, because according to the State Election Commission, she'll have to take up 178,000 voters in South Carolina who don't have photo IDs. I'm sure she'll be able to pick them all up in her PT Cruiser. Though a lot of those voters are black, so she might get pulled over. But even then, it is possible the wrong people could get elected. That's why we need something a little more selective than a photo ID. I'll tell you what. These ID laws prove Republican legislators are great judges of who should vote, so let's just cut out the middleman and let only Republican legislators be voters. That way, we will finally be certain that only the right people get elected. We'll be right back.